My generals, on my lions, on my real men, on my kings, on my queens, on my princesses. You already know what it is. It's your boy True. This is Lions and Men. Let's get into it. So hit the like, hit the share, the subscribe, man. This is real talk. March 2010. I had to go back down to Rikers Island before I was released to get sentenced to 5 years post-release supervision because they did not stipulate 5 years post-release supervision as a part of my initial sentence. They had to re-stipulate it and add it on right at the end of my bid. So after all these years, I got in and I ain't have it. Now, it was a couple of months before my release, they pulled me back down to Rikers Island. So when I hit Rikers Island, it's like the first week of March 2010. Later. But before I get released, I end up having to go into court, right? And I end up crossing paths with some people. So on the day that I go to court, Bronx Supreme Court, it was the same day that Lil Wayne was going to the island. Now I wasn't aware of this shit because I knew he was allegedly going down there, whatever, but I didn't know it was the same day that I was going to court that he was going to the island. So now I go to court, Bronx Supreme Court, and then who do I bump heads with? Real talk. OG Mac himself. He's isolated in his own cell. I seen him, I'm like, oh shit. Yo, Mac, what up? I chop it up with him, boom, boom. Coincidentally, they put me in a cell right next to him. So a couple of us is in the cell next to Mac. Some of the homies was saluting him, some of the homies wasn't. Like, it was, the vibes was different. Like, some dudes still was rocking with him, some dudes wasn't. Because he got hit with that rat tag. I forget everything that happened about all of that, but allegedly he told, and he admitted to telling when he was like 16 or 17, something like that. And that's how he started losing status with the homies or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, this is 2010. He's still, I guess, in rotation because he's rocking with himself. I know Mac personally from the town. He was from 183rd. He used to be out 183rd in Davidson on the regular. I used to live on 183rd in Jerome with my shorty at one point. Anyway, so when I seen him, I'm like, yo, what's good? Bum, bum, we chopping it up. And he was already, had some Fed charges. He was fighting, he was already in the process. And also, for a jail case that he caught. I don't remember if it was a cutting or assault or a weapons charge, but he was getting resentenced for another. He was getting more time for another. So, whatever the case may be, and he starts talking to one of the twins, one of the homies, and the conversation was about Lil Wayne touching the building. So he basically telling them like, yo, he got to do this, do that, fall in line, or, let the homies know, boom, boom, he had played, right? So chopping it up with the homies, the ones that was still like acknowledging him, because like I said, it was some that was in the cell that they wasn't talking to him. And so he's kind of like he's a figure with the homies. It's OG Mac, niggas know who the fuck he is. So some of it was just hate. Some of it, I guess, was valid. So I'm chopping it up with him. I'm like, that's when I realized, oh shit, this nigga Lil Wayne is in the building, and it was that day. He was like, yo, he's turning himself in today. So I'm like, well, yo, that's crazy. So I wonder what building they gonna put him in, right? So long story short, we on the bus on the way back. On the way back, what bus is right there parked in front of Rikers Island where it says, welcome to Rikers Island? There's a big-ass tour bus that says Young Money on it with Lil Wayne's picture on it and all that. And it's Lil Wayne's, his tour bus. He's turning himself in. So I don't know if he turned himself in already and the bus was still there. 9 times out of 10, I think he was still in the bus doing who knows what, probably doing his thing, tapping something, getting tipsy, popping bottles, doing whatever, and then he was going to because that bus can't cross that bridge to Rikers Island. It's not happening. That's not how it works. Nothing crosses that bridge unless you work there, stuff like that, or it's like the city bus. But you ain't crossing that bridge. It's not happening. So his tour bus is there, right? Bang. I get sent to the 3 building. If I'm correct, he gets sent to NRC. NRC is basically like a hospital building / protective custody. They put a lot of dudes with high classification in there. They got nice little cells and all that, and phones, and there's like access to the phones is easy as hell. They got TVs in their room and all that, because it's like a spot where, like, if you had COVID, they'll put you in there. So Lil Wayne's up in there. So word gets through the island, spinning through the island. Your Wayne's in the building. Boom, 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 boom. Now, mind you, he allegedly banging. And he claiming blood, you heard? Claiming Billy, I don't know. He's claiming something. So a lot of homies on there, they trying to eat. So kites start getting flown, right? Kites start sending out, and all the kites is like, yo, he gotta pay his dues type shit. Let me tell you something. There was this dude, right? I forget his name, so I don't want to mess it up. I forget his name. Some big cockeyed nigga. I forgot his name. It's not Deadeye, some other dude. Anyway, so he comes back from court, and he talking about he seen Lil Wayne in court not in court. He saw Lil Wayne in NRC because he didn't come back from court. He came back from NRC, which is like when you go there to see the doctors in the hospital. It's like a hospital basically for Rikers Island. So he came from there and he saw Wayne. And according to him, the homies had the vice grips on Wayne. Like, they let him know off the rip, like, this is what it is. And according to him, he gave Wayne his ID numbers, and Wayne put 2 bands in his account. And according to him, Wayne was putting 2 bands in all the homies' account that was around him. 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands. Now, you had this dude called Desperado, this other dude called Mel Murder that was in the building with me and 2 upper. I'm like, yo, what's this shit about Lil Wayne? So they was like, yeah, he's setting it out to the homies, boom, boom. My shit just touched today. I'm like, fuck out of it, you lying, you capping. We wasn't even saying capping back then. You just freestyling, you heard? He get on the phone, your account balance is $2,000, blah, 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 dollars. I'm like, oh, shit. So I know for a physac, Wayne was setting it out. He was sending it out to wild homies, 2 bands, sending it out. I don't know how many homies he'd send it to, but I didn't even believe the story that someone was telling me they came back from NRC, but then come to find out, Despo got the 2 bands. Then Mel Murder, he got the 2 bands in his shit. These dudes, they went from nothing in their account to like $2,000 in their account or whatever they had in their account plus $2,000. I'm like, oh shit, he's setting it out. So then the CO chick, who she fucked with, right? She over there supposedly, allegedly giving the buns up. Wayne tapping that, right? He go to commissary. He's maxing out on purple Kool-Aid, grape Kool-Aid. He was just buying wild grape Kool-Aid. Hit the comments up. What the hell you think he was doing with all that goddamn Kool-Aid? That's hundreds of dollars worth of Kool-Aid. Yo, when it was time for us to go to commissary, never no grape Kool-Aid. And it was buying all the grape Kool-Aid and 7-Ups. It was crazy. We get word of everything that's going on, though. Why? Because the chick gets caught trying to take pictures of Weezy, right? She tried to take pictures of his joint to extort him. She tried to take pictures of his joint to extort him. Talking about, yo, I'm gonna put your shit, you little dick. Because this is the shit that dudes, the homies is telling me that the little bloodette CO chick was doing. She was smashing him, Then she tried to extort him, take, and her dumb ass got bagged. She got caught with pics on her phone, COs, however they ran down on her, they ran down on her. Her dumb ass lost the job. That was in the papers. That was in the papers when she got lost her job. So when Lil Wayne talking about, when he was talking about, I hate New York, yeah, I bet you did. You started home extortion. But you still was setting it out. And that's just a 100% Snapple fact. You was setting it out. And it's crazy that I forgot about this. It took somebody that I'm talking to, salute to the bro, Indio. Indio was like, yo, remember when because Indio was with me in 2 Upper. Indio was like, yo, true, remember when Lil Wayne was setting out all the homies with like $2,000? I'm like, oh, shit. Whoa. So that's what brings me to, you know what I mean, divulging this information to y'all. So y'all could, you know what I mean, know what was going on. Yeah, Wayne was in the island, all right, and he was setting it out. And he got pressed by homies that was in NIC. You know what I mean? Like, press. The same day he got there, he was getting pressed, like, get down or lay down type shit. He got down with that bread. He's making the rain for the homies, you heard? And that's the story that I got with Lil Wayne. I mean, he basically was getting friendly extorted while he was there. I ended up, that was in March. I ended up staying there for like 2-3 months just because I was getting it adjourned. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to chill. I started, as crazy as it may sound, as crazy as it may sound, I had fun on Rikers Island. Rikers Island was like fun to me, especially from being upstate. You get maybe more privileges upstate, but like Rikers Island is New York for me. You like the island, bro. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy how you like. I was locked up, so it was a different mindset that I had. And that mindset was jailing. And I was doing my bid, and I didn't care. I was short. I was there. I was puffing mad bud. My little brother was coming through to see me. I mean, I had joints coming through to see me because it's closer. I'm on Rikers now. I'm not all the way up in West Bubble. You know what I mean? Man, miles away from, fucking 100 miles away from New York. But, yeah, that's my Lil Wayne story for y'all. I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed that one. He definitely was getting extorted by the homies. He wasn't running nothing. You know what I'm saying? He capping, so he wasn't holding no weight, no status whatsoever. The only thing that he held down was commissaries, you heard? And he used to buy mad grape Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? He did a comfortable bed in his cell. He wasn't out in Gen Pop. These niggas try to say he was in Gen Pop. He was never in general population ever. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy True, man. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Let's get into it, baby. Boom.